have a system to follow. What happens after I find a winning back test, something that's super profitable in the past? Well, I didn't do that part. I just went and built a bot. Now I build back tests and I see if it's profitable in the past, and then I build a bot with tiny size. So I build small bots. I let those bots run for a couple of weeks, and I make sure that they work in the future as well. Because just because they worked in the past doesn't mean they're going to work in the future. So, I'm sure you see all those flashy people on the internet. Look at my back test, 10,000% return per year on TradingView. But dude, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. If they're showing you this on TradingView, did you know that TradingView backtests are totally irrelevant? They're not real. There's something called repainting. If you want to go ahead and Google that later, it's essentially what TradingView does, and all of the backtests are totally wrong because of it. It's essentially when they're backtesting, they're able to see the data in the future before it's actually they're supposed to see it. Now, when you backtest in Python, that is the solution, and that's what I show you. And then you want to just rapid test. You can see the supply and demand zone strategy might be a strategy you're interested in looking into. I really like supply and demand zones, but you want to rapid test these strategies to make sure that you're always finding new ideas. A lot of people ask me, Moondev, why don't you just find one holy grail strategy and run that? And it's because if that holy grail strategy blows up someday, then I blow up. The better way to do this is have multiple 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 strategies running at the same time that are uncorrelated. Meaning, okay, well, it's a trending market. I have a couple strategies that are doing really, really well right now, but then I also have some mean reversion strategies that aren't doing well. But it's smoothing out my P&L curve, because when the price goes down or we start mean reverting, well, the trending strategies might not be doing well, but the mean reversion strategies are absolutely cleaning up. So it's much better to have multiple winning strategies, and that's why I say rapid test strategies and back test every single day. Don't worry, I show you how to back test. It may be overwhelming right now, but don't worry, I will send you that roadmap here at the end. We're finishing up soon. I just want to get through and show you all of these. This is how you research strategies. I have a video showing exactly how to find profitable strategies. In the roadmap, I go over it as well. You can look at different videos on YouTube and come up with ideas. Research papers from Google Scholar. There's PhDs out there that are giving us their ideas. And I always get this question, Moondev, can I run this from the cloud? Because my computer, whatever, I live on an island too, so I lose power all the time. Yes, I show you exactly how to run it from the cloud. And then you can backtest even deeper to make sure that your backtests aren't overfit. If you don't know what overfitting is, go give that a look. But essentially, I show you how to backtest deeper and make sure that they're actually robust. And you want to try every idea you have. I mentioned this earlier. You write notes in your phone, right? Well, I do too, of course. And my note sheet is so thick. There are so many ideas in there. And like I said, dude, I try to bring most of those ideas to you too. So in that roadmap, I'm going to send you here at the end, there's a lot of ideas. These are a lot of different paths you can take with algo trading. And that's the beautiful thing. There's unlimited ideas to test. And as long as you're having fun with it, you can build for the rest of your life. And it's absolutely amazing. So try every idea that you have, because you never know what's going to be the one. And then use AI to build fast. I actually pay for your AI if you're inside the Discord, but you got Claude Code, you got Codex, you got ChatGPT, you got Claude Desktop, you got Gemini. There's so much AI these days that you can just code forever. And any idea you have, while it might be intimidating right now, I totally get it, dude. The thought process of algorithmic trading, that's a mouthful. It's intimidating. I was scared too. I spent 10 years actually in tech. I was building apps and stuff, but I was hiring people from Upwork. Now, that was cool and all, but guess what? It would take a week to get one thing done, and now it takes 10 minutes because I know how to code. And I believe code is the great equalizer for that reason. Before, if I had an idea of something I wanted to build, I had to go shell out at least $2,000 to go build that app or website or whatever. At least $2,000 to somebody on Upwork across the other side of the world that I don't know if they're even going to respond to me later. So you see why I learned to code, right? Because I had a problem. I was trading too much. I had too many emotions in trading. So I had to remove those emotions. The only way to do that was to learn how to code trading bots. So I went out and I learned. I put in the hard work, and it was hard, dude, because nobody wanted to share this information. Wall Street never shares anything. They're so greedy. It's crazy. I figured it out. I actually figured it out all live on YouTube. I said, hey, if they're not going to share this, I'm just going to do it live. I'm going to fumble around and I'm going to fail forward. I'm going to fail forward. And then AI was released about 2 years in, and it made it so much easier. And now I'm still stepping on the gas every day. I'm not a guru. I'm not your guru. I'm not somebody who did this in the past and just teaching it now. No, I'm still every single day working so hard on this industry because it is such a big prize. This guy built a net worth of 31 billion